All right, welcome back to another episode of the Tanks Good News Podcast. I'm your co-host, Tank Sinatra, here with my Psychopedia co-host,
Investigator Slater.
And it is a good day to be here.
Always a good day when we're doing TGN.
As if Fridays weren't exciting enough.
There it was, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Not only for us, but for the listeners. Like, I can only imagine, obviously, I'm assuming you like it, how exciting it must be to not know, because I'm excited coming in here on Fridays to record. Like, if I wasn't on this podcast, I would be so pumped to get in my car or do whatever.
Some of the comments say that, to that effect. They're on Spotify, Apple, wherever people are leaving their comments, which we are seeing all of them.
Obviously.
And they're like, this was the best. I didn't think I needed this, but
No, you do.
it's lifting me up.
Yeah.
And that is why we do it.
Yes, we are a breath of fresh air in an increasingly toxic media landscape.
Boom.
And it ain't getting any less negative.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not. But hey, listen, they're telling the truth.
That's okay. I was just going to say it is out there.
It's out there.
It is happening. Nobody's saying it's not.
We're just a counterbalance,
Exactly right.
you know? Or, if you will, a palate cleanser for Psychopedia, which is, are we really in a position to talk about negative media?
We come at it from an analytical perspective
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Psychopedia is
do it.
my happy place.
Yeah.
I will not ever have anything negative to say about it.
I love it too.
I know.
But I love this.
I know.
And I'm excited. So without, I don't want to go on too long, but if if this is your first time listening, welcome to the podcast. If this is your 7th time listening, welcome home.
Half fullers.
That's very good.
It's good.
That's very good. If you haven't subscribed to us yet on Apple, Spotify, please do so, or wherever you listen, and leave a little rating, write a little review on Apple or a comment on Spotify. We see it all. We love it all. And Slater is a little upset at the 4.9 on Spotify. And what I'm trying to figure out is whether one of you people out there actually hates this podcast, highly unlikely, or you just missed the 5 by a tiny bit and you hit 4, because that'll do it.
Yep.
That'll do it. So if you haven't left a rating yet, just be careful.
Also, we are on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's right. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
And I'm wearing a Tank's Good News yellow top today.
Yes.
To just bring the flavor.
And I'm wearing the most comfortable outfit that has ever been worn.
Your matching set. So it's such a cute outfit.
Yes.
Love it. For you, I hate that. I hate when people say that. I just did it. But matching sets for me scream geriatric.
Oh, no.
For some reason.
For me, they scream like prisoner.
I would like it if it screamed prisoner for me, because then my head would, go into the true crime realm where it loves to be.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I think because when I was growing up, my grandparents and all their friends always wore like matching sets.
Yeah, leisure suits. It's not a leisure suit. It's a sweatpants and sweatshirt
Like
combo.
a leisure suit to me.
Well,
Matching sets or like pajamas. Like it just reminds me of like too leisure to leave your house.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
But it's very cute and you look very comfy.
Yeah. Well, could not disagree more.
Obviously.
I like it, and I'm going to keep wearing it probably more than ever.
You do you.
I know, I will. I actually ordered like 3 more
What have I done?
of each.
This is what you do. Now I'm going to do it even more.
No, I was already doing it even more. It's just sad for you that you have to live through it.
I can live through it. It does not affect me one iota.
Well, call me Grandpa from now on. Without any further ado,
Go, Grandpa Tank.
let's get into this week's episode. I'm thrilled to hear what you have in store for us.
This is, I cannot stop thinking about this.
Oh, I actually know what.
I know.
That's right.
I let it slip. I let it leak. It is absolutely goosebump inducing.
All 3 stories.
All 3 of them. Like
I
this
know.
whole episode I am stoked about.
Banger.
This first one, oof. Our first story takes us to Japan, where one man's simple idea, a phone booth with no connection, sparked a global movement of healing, hope, and heartfelt conversations with those we hold close, even after they've gone.
I like that. You know why?
Why?
Years ago, I was working with this guy, Todd Chafee, who's like a, investor type of guy. His whole thing, the reason he was so excited by it, we were going to do something together. It wound up not happening, but his whole thing was Tank's good news is healing, hope, and humor.
Oh, wow.
Just said it over and over and over again. And I was like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So healing, hope, and what was the last one?
Heartfelt conversations.
Heartfelt conversation. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
In 2010, Itaru Sasaki, a garden designer from the coastal town of Atsuchi in northeast Japan, was navigating the heavy grief of losing his cousin to cancer. Searching for solace, Itaru looked for a way to feel connected to his cousin and decided to use an unplugged phone into which he spoke his thoughts, almost as if they could reach his lost loved one. Itaru carefully selected an old-fashioned phone booth and placed it in his garden, a quiet space surrounded by nature. The booth, painted a crisp white, held a rotary phone, one deliberately chosen for its slow, deliberate dialing mechanism, which Itaru believed would give him time to reflect and gather his thoughts before actually speaking.
Yeah. Nice.
Once the phone booth was complete, Itaru began a deeply personal ritual. He would step into the booth, close the glass door behind him, and lift the receiver to speak to his cousin. The phone was not connected to any line, yet it became a lifeline to his grief, a channel for the words he could no longer say in person.
Pretty good. A lifeline.
With every call, he poured out his emotions into the empty receiver, finding solace just in the act of speaking. He named the phone booth Kaze no Denwa, or the telephone of the wind. Kaze meaning wind and Denwa meaning phone. Inspired by the poetic belief that his words would be carried on by the breeze, reaching his cousin that he lost.
Oh, want to hear one of my favorite sayings of all time?
Yeah.
When it comes to like telling somebody something that's secret and should not be out there, you can't blame the wind for telling your secrets to the trees. So like if you don't want something out there,
Keep it silent.
don't tell anybody.
Right. It's out. Once it's out, it's out.
It's out, yeah. But this would have helped me a lot.
I thought of you a lot when I was preparing this, because I know you've suffered, a lot of grief in your day, and I think especially when you were younger and you were trying to navigate those emotions and that like hard cutoff, especially from your best friend,
Yeah.
Mike. I think this would have been so helpful for you.
Yeah. So when I would go to the cemetery and go visit him and talk to him, I would have loved to had something in my hand that made it a little bit less awkward. It's like when you're at a party and like, or when you're just sitting somewhere and you need something in your hand.
When you take a picture
Yes.
and you don't know what to do with your hands,
Yes.
and you just grab a water bottle off the table or whatever, just
Yeah.
so there's something in your hand.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I could see that being very helpful and opening, like it would open you up.
Yes. So through this simple yet profound act, Itaru discovered a way to bridge the silence of loss, transforming his sorrow into a quiet connection with the unseen. Tragically, just 1 year later in 2011, Japan was rocked by one of the most catastrophic natural disasters in its history. A 9.1 magnitude earthquake unleashed a towering tsunami with 30-foot waves that swallowed entire coastal towns, including Atsuchi. The destruction was unimaginable.
Yeah.
Over 18,000 lives were lost, with many bodies being swept out to sea, never recovered. Atsuchi itself was almost entirely erased, its landscape forever scarred as nearly 10% of its population perished.
Wow.
Survivors were left grappling with an overwhelming tide of grief, the weight of so much loss pressing down like an unrelenting force. Amidst the devastation, Itaru discovered that his beloved phone booth had somehow survived.
Nice.
Determined to preserve its purpose, he relocated it to a tranquil, windswept hill overlooking the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, nestled at the base of Kujiriyama Mountain. There, against the backdrop of the endless blue waves and rolling winds, he opened the phone of the wind to others, like him, who were drowning in sorrow. Itaru invited mourners, now heartbreakingly abundant in the aftermath of the disaster, to step inside, pick up the silent phone, and speak to the loved ones that they lost.
They needed it most.
Yep. What had begun as a deeply personal outlet for his grief transformed into a sanctuary for collective mourning. The phone of the wind became a sacred space where words unsaid could float on the breeze, offering solace to a community shattered by this tremendous tragedy. It was no longer just a phone booth. It was a symbol of hope, connection, and the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of loss. Since its relocation, more than 30,000 people have made the pilgrimage to Itaru's Phone of the Wind.
30,000?
Yes.
Wow.
Visitors pick up the receiver to share memories, life updates, and unspoken words with those that they've lost. Inspired by Itaru's creation, similar phone booths have now appeared around the world, offering mourners a way to bridge that silence, if only for a moment, and find comfort in the winds of connection.
We should open our own phone booth.
I know, trust me. Every single time we finish a TGN story, I'm like, we should do that.
Yeah.
We should keep it going. We should pay it forward. That's great.
Yeah.
That's what I hope happens, like, widespread.
Yeah.
So one of those mourners is Amy Dawson. In April 2020, her world shattered when her 25-year-old daughter, Emily, passed away following a prolonged illness. And that devastating loss plunged her into a dark well of grief, one that she fought with all her strength to climb out of. Along her journey, Amy discovered the story of Itaru Sasaki and his Phone of the Wind, a concept that deeply resonated with her. Amy imagined herself sitting inside Itaru's phone booth, surrounded by the tranquility of his garden, and in her mind, she pictured holding that rotary phone, dialing Emily's number, metaphorically, each click of the dial echoing in her ears. She imagined the familiar ring on the other end, and then Emily's playful voice answering with her signature, "Oh, hello." It's so crazy. It's so, like, intense.
Yeah.
In her daydream, they talked about everything and nothing, just as they used to do. The idea of traveling to Japan to visit Itaru's Phone of the Wind took root in Amy's heart. But as she researched further, she discovered wind phone locations closer to home in the U.S., a discovery that became a life-defining moment. Determined to reconnect with Emily in some way, Amy sought out a wind phone and began to use it. Reflecting on the experience, she said, "It can be a bit unsettling at first, talking into a phone with no earthly connection. But after you give it a moment, it shifts into something powerful and healing." And Amy is not alone in finding peace in a wind phone. At the Clinton Township Senior Center in Michigan, a wind phone inside a pergola has become a haven for a woman named Shirley Franchuk, who uses it to speak with her late husband, Daniel. Shirley described the experience as deeply profound, saying, "You feel like you're talking to their souls."
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I could see getting right into that.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And something that I just said that I kind of went quickly through, but, like, really hit me. You get to say maybe the things that you never got to say,
Oh, yeah.
or maybe rehash something you said that you regret, that you want to make good on now, so that you can kind of move on, ideally, and have some peace. You can talk regrets. You can talk life updates.
You can talk what they meant to you while they were around if you didn't, I'm sure people have said it enough, but just, like, it can't hurt to say it again.
Yeah,
Even if it just, reminds yourself.
exactly.
Yeah.
After learning about wind phones, Amy Dawson embarked on a heartfelt mission to map all the wind phones in the world. So she created a website called mywindphone.com, and she dedicates herself to cataloging these powerful spaces of connection. But the task is anything but simple, because some of these phones are tucked away on private property while others stand in public spaces, offering solace to anyone who sees it. They come in many forms. Some are attached to trees, like the one that Tracy uses, while others are housed in walk-in garden structures or old-fashioned phone booths.
The fact that you just called those old-fashioned phone booths, I kind of am furious.
They are old-fashioned.
Yeah, I know, but we don't have to talk about it like that.
We can be honest.
Old-fashioned? At what point does something become old-fashioned?
I think when you ask a child
Oh, God, no. All right, fine.
if they've ever heard of such a thing, and they look at you like you have 10 heads.
Phone booth.
It's like if you ask a kid to, like, pantomime making a phone call.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to do it. Well, you know what I'm going to say. I can tell by your face. Like,
We've talked about this multiple
okay.
times.
Well, for those
Yeah.
who are watching on YouTube, right? Like, our generation will go like this if we're talking about being on the phone. Our
Yeah.
kids' generations go like this
Yeah, like this.
or that.
Yeah. And the taking a picture one,
Yes, exactly.
for those of
It's
you
not.
watching.
No, it's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Pretty soon it's going to be like they're going to be saying that to their kids. and they're going to be like, when you have to call someone, what do you like? What does it look like?
Oh, you know what? Dave has the Meta glasses.
They were just doing it in their head.
Oh,
for those
well,
of you.
he did it using glasses.
Yeah.
So this is great. So remember when we were at your son's birthday party at the movie theater and we first sat down, I was like talking to him and he was like listening, but / not listening. And I was like, what is happening? And he's like, I'm listening to a podcast right now. And I had no idea because it was his glasses.
And he fell asleep.
And he fell asleep. He was not feeling that party.
No.
Yeah. So I think we're getting up there in age. I mean, you're wearing a matching sweatsuit, for God's sake.
Yeah.
So
We'll post a picture and we'll get opinions on it.
it's a great outfit. I'm just
I know
teasing.
that.
It's just, it's slightly geriatric. It's giving geriatric.
It's giving nothing.
It is.
Geriatric. Let's be honest and fair.
Okay.
You're talking about seeing your grandparents in polyester matching leisure
I'm
suits.
talking about them like at the gym, like people of an elderly stature, or whatever status, wearing like a raspberry color sweatshirt with matching sweatpants, white socks.
Where are you seeing this, by the way?
Well, I go to a gym that has all different age groups.
You go to a geriatric gym. You're giving you're giving geriatric.
Can you say geriatric?
Geriatric?
Geriatric.
That's what I say. Geriatric. You're giving geriatric. And you are geriatric because
I am.
The phrases you use are giving old-fashioned.
It's very true.
And,
I am.
And this outfit I have on is giving contemporary and comfortable in my own skin. And my outfit.
I happen to like it. I'm just joshing you.
Okay, yeah. You're 80.
See? This is why this works, by the way.
I'm just messing.
So as of January 13th, 2025, Amy has mapped more than 300 public wind phones with over 230 in the United States and more than 100 scattered across the globe.
I want to find one.
I know. I think we should. I actually really think we should.
Mywindphone.com.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
Yeah.
She updates the site several times a week, too. So she's really on top of it. And she's always searching for new locations to add.
Mm-hmm. What do they look like? They're all
It
different.
depends,
How would
exactly.
you know what it looks? How would you know it's a wind phone?
I think sometimes it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I think other times it isn't. But if you know what you're looking for, you're going to find it.
Yeah. Wow, there are so many.
Yeah, you're looking at the map.
Oh my God.
It's just
everywhere.
It's a universal sort of problem that it's addressing. So it's going to be anywhere where there are human beings.
I'm sorry.
Do not tell me there's one right here.
Huntington, Queens, Islip, Hampton Bays.
Let's go. For Amy, creating the website is how she channels her grief. It's her way of honoring her daughter Emily's memory and easing the pain for others.
Yeah.
She believes this calling was guided by Emily herself and has declared, quote, I will live the rest of my life to make her proud. On the website, Amy leaves others with this heartfelt hope. She says, I hope that on your walk with grief, your path leads you to a wind phone where the wind will take your words to those you love who have walked ahead.
I need to take a break.
You need to go take a walk.
Go to Huntington.
I know.
If you look at mywindphone.com and you look at the map, whatever scale the map is at when you first go here, like let me just show you a picture, okay? I don't even know if you understand what you're about to see.
Okay,
it looks like the whole country is covered in
I
them.
know. I've seen it. I've seen
yeah.
it. I've been on the website.
So many.
I know.
Holy crap.
Tremendous. I also wonder, like, have I seen it and didn't know what it was, so it didn't register it? You know what I
Just a country
mean?
full of wind phones.
Great.
The United States of wind phones.
So, yeah, that's story number one.
What a nice developing story as time goes on. Start off with one, as it always does. Everything, even further back, it starts with an idea, and now it becomes this.
Yeah, but you know what I love, too? It started as an idea, right? An idea that the founder realized would help others.
Yeah.
And he didn't just kind of say, oh, wow, too bad. Like, if they only had what I had, they'd be feeling so much better right now.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, I'm bringing it to you.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Let me have you experience this.
Yeah.
Let me spread it. Like, it's always the compassion in action.
I feel like I would be sad. Like when I drive past like a funeral procession or something, I always feel like, I'm sorry.
I know.
But like if I saw somebody in one of those talking to somebody. Oh,
There are pictures. And their faces are so raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I can see every emotion on their face.
Yeah.
It's everything.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. You don't even know what that means. So
Okay, I don't have to. It was funny.
yeah, it's from Anchorman.
I don't know what that is.
Believe it
I
or
don't
not.
see movies because I'm 90.
Yeah, yeah. You call them pictures.
Motion pictures.
Yeah, motion pictures. I saw a moving picture.
Okay, you ready for story number 2?
I am so ready.
Our next story begins with the question that every dog lover, myself included, has likely whispered 1,000 times, often with a sigh or with a lump in their throat. Why can't they stay with us longer?
Can I tell you something before we even get into this?
Of course.
I saw a post on Reddit about dogs and how they must think that we're like immortal
I'm
beings.
already crying. This is insane.
And then if the one that gets to watch you die, they feel like a special privilege because they got. Oh my God. Oh man.
Can't. When it comes to dogs, man, all bets are off with
Yeah,
me.
like it's an honor for them to make it to the end of your life because they so rarely
No,
do.
but then what happens to them?
They get taken care of.
But they don't have you anymore.
I know, but it's counteracts the sadness with the privilege of being one of the dogs
Yeah.
because they just never, they always go before us.
Anthony Canaver, he's crying too.
Listen to this. You ready?
No.
Okay. Oh boy, you're gonna lose it. For generations, he has guarded over my family. Oh no, it starts even worse. Now I am old. The fur around my muzzle is gray, and my joints ache when we walk together. Yet she remains unchanged. Her hair still glossy, her skin still fresh, her step still sprightly. Oh my God. Time doesn't touch her, and yet I love her still. From the dog's perspective, by the way. Oh, yeah. For generations, he has guarded over my family since the days of my great-great-great-great-grandfather, and he has kept us safe. For so long, we thought him immortal, but now I see differently. For just as my fur grows gray and my joints grow stiff, so too to his. He did not take in my children, but he gave them away to his. I will be the last that he cares for. My only hope is that I am able to last until his final moments. Oh my God. Why the fuck am I reading this?
I can't. You have to stop.
Oh, it's almost done. The death of one of his kind is so rare. The ending of a life so long is such a tragedy. Oh, this is such a mistake. He has seen so much. He knows so much. I know he takes comfort in my presence. I only wish that I will be able to give him the comfort until the end. Wow.
I'm such an ugly crier too.
Oh, yeah.
This is happening.
Oh, you are. Yeah. Thank God I don't have makeup on. Jeez.
Speak for yourself.
That was a lot. I mean, if you're listening to this right now and you're not crying, please go see a therapist and figure out why you're empty on the inside.
I'm just gonna, anybody who's watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm an ugly crier, number 1. And number 2, I now have mascara everywhere.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Anyway.
You look like the Crow.
So many of us ask, why can't they stay with us longer? Well, in San Francisco, a company called Loyal is taking that heartfelt question/wish and turning it into a groundbreaking mission. Armed with cutting-edge science and a deep, unshakable love for our four-legged companions, Loyal is working tirelessly not only to add years to dogs' lives, but to also ensure that those years are filled with vibrant, tail-wagging joy.
Yeah.
It's a quest to give us more of the moments that truly matter. More fetches, more cuddles, and more time to share the bond that makes dogs so absolutely irreplaceable in our hearts. And I love that because it's not just about quantity, it's about quality.
Well, I've showed you that skit from Pat Bircher, right? Where he's like, why are we making the worst part of life longer?
Yes, but that really struck me. I'm with that.
Adding more crust to the pizza. What are we doing?
Exactly. Exactly. If you're not going to make the quality better, I don't
point?
want lingering to happen.
No.
You know what I mean?
I told you I gave my dog these leap years supplements, right? So he was like, just couldn't walk. A lot of pain.
Yeah.
He was to pass soon after that, unfortunately, but the months that we got left with him, he was like a young, sprightly dog
Oh,
again.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
was crazy. I mean, it was like,
Although
holy
they
crap.
do say, because we had hospice nurse Julie on the Psychopedia Book Club on
Yeah.
Patreon, and she mentioned that a lot of time I believe she called it a death rally, which is inexplicably.
No, this went on for like almost a year.
Oh, well, she did say it could go on a couple months, but I that's a very long time, and I don't know how it translates.
it
Maybe
was
it's
like-
just dog years.
It was like a month after I started giving it to him. I started noticing it, and then ultimately he was 12. He wound up
Yeah,
developing
yeah.
diabetes, and then
No, but I'm just
know.
saying it's interesting because she explained that does happen anyway.
yeah,
So this innovative solution includes medications specifically crafted for large and giant breeds, as well as a separate treatment tailored to improve the well-being of senior dogs weighing more than 14 pounds. So this isn't, unfortunately, for our small dog lovers out there, not yet designed for small dogs.
yeah, those big dogs have a tough time.
It's very, very true. I've only had big breeds my entire life.
They're not big the way I'm talking about them. I'm talking big like bull mastiff, French mastiff.
Oh,
like these-
well, pit bull, I mean, they're big. My parents had standard poodles. They were huge.
But a French mastiff you get like 3 to 5 years max because they're like Andre the Giant level size dogs.
Andre
like you
the
just
Giant.
he lived to be what 30 something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's just had too much living
Right.
going on at all times,
Well, this is for large and giant breeds.
which is great.
Yeah. So let's start with talking about the treatments for large and giant breeds, which feature two trailblazing products. Loy 1, which is a long-acting medication administered by veterinarians just a few times a year, and Loy 3, which is a daily meat-flavored pill designed to make treatment both effective and enjoyable for our furry friends. Both products focus on insulin growth factor 1, or IGF-1, which is a hormone linked to growth and aging. Research indicates that dogs with lower insulin levels experience reduced frailty and an improved quality of life compared to dogs with higher insulin levels.
Yeah.
Since IGF-1 levels are naturally higher in large breeds, these dogs often have shorter lifespans than smaller breeds.
But that's how they get big, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Loy 1 and Loy 3 have already received expanded conditional approval from the FDA. While this doesn't yet bring the drugs to the market, it marks a significant milestone, indicating that a drug can be developed and approved to extend lifespan.
Yeah.
As of this recording, Loy 1 and Loy 3 are still in the pilot study phase, but Loyal, the company, aims for full conditional approval by 2026, with plans to launch the drugs in 2027.
Hurry up.
He needs cash to hold on. He needs to hold on till then, at least. Once fully approved, dogs over 7 years old and weighing more than 40 pounds could be eligible for these treatments. Meanwhile, the drug designed for senior dogs, which is Loy 2,
Okay.
is further along in the development stage. So Loy 2 is a meat-flavored daily tablet created for dogs aged 10 and older who weigh more than 14 pounds. And the tablet focuses on enhancing metabolism, which becomes dysfunctional as dogs age.
Yeah.
Loyal explained, quote, "Our metabolism changes as we go, leading to reduced health, and dogs are no different. By targeting the underlying mechanisms of aging, Loyal hopes to extend the lifespan of dogs and maintain their quality of life as they age."
Yeah.
Loy 2 is currently in the companion dog clinical study phase, known as the STAY study, where dog owners across the country can enroll their pets in testing.
Oh, so it's not like they're all in one spot getting tested, like they're volunteering to have their okay.
Right. More than 50 vet clinics are participating, and the study plans to include over 1,000 dogs over the course of 4 years. The first participant in the STAY study is a dog named Boo, an 11-year-old Whippet from Pennsylvania. His owner, Deb Hanna, shared her reasons for joining. And Deb said, It could help other dogs, including my younger dog someday. It's very important, and I think anybody that has an older dog that could participate would jump at the chance.
You get cash enrolled.
I mean, I'm thinking about it.
Seriously.
Because I struggle in general with, as you know, we've talked about this before, medication. Even taking vitamins is something I hesitate to do. Like, I feel like unless there's an absolute medical reason why you need it, like getting ahead of things, I like nature taking its course generally.
Oh, no, thank you.
I know, you're completely opposite.
You have the things to make your life better. Why would you not?
Because I think that there's downstream effects a lot of times. I think
Of
that there's-
vitamins?
not vitamins necessarily. I'm just talking in general about like medications and supplements and putting extra things in your body that,
Yeah, but you just watch it.
well, sure. But I'm watching it now on its own and it's doing great. So like I don't want, you know what I mean? I think if there were signs that something was like changing and maybe not doing great, then I would introduce it. But
Yeah,
like
but
I
by
don't,
then it's too late. You got to get ahead of it.
maybe.
Can I tell you something I heard that really affected my my mindset around vitamins?
Yeah.
So this guy said something like, the amount of calories you eat determines your size. Your macronutrients determine the way your body looks, and your micronutrients determine how your body feels. So I was like, I don't know even know if I'm getting vitamins from anywhere. Eating egg whites and oatmeal and chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I started.
You get your blood tested, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to watch out for with any of this kind of stuff is your liver enzymes. And you get those tested, make sure they're not elevated. I also take milk thistle, which milk thistle, creatine, and another thing are the only supplements that are like clinically proven to have the effect that they claim to have. Everything else is made up.
Really?
Everything else
So
is.
then that's kind of what my hesitation has been.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah. I'm talking about like, I don't know, apple cider vinegar or tart cherry chews. Like protein powder works. That's not even in the list of, it was creatine, milk thistle, and something else. I went to the doctor.
Fish oil?
Fish oil is good. I don't even know if I'd consider that a vitamin though. That's like.
By the way, Dave is like the total opposite of me.
Yeah.
Like he's cabinets full of stuff.
Optimize. Not to an obsessive point, but not taking a vitamin at our age is just like negligent.
I'll start taking vitamins when I purchase my first matching outfit.
I don't understand why you would do that, but go ahead.
Because now I'm just having fun with it.
Well, maybe you won't get old.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't see myself getting old.
Well, you're doing everything you can in your
No,
power.
I'm
to make
not.
Sure.
I'm making healthy choices every single day, naturally. I get my blood tested. Everything, knock on wood,
Yeah.
across the board.
Are vitamins not natural to you?
I don't know why I'm taking something if my blood work shows that I'm exactly where I should be.
Yeah.
You know? If I wasn't, then I would.
Yeah.
I'm not above treatment. I'm just not above treating something that's not there.
It's not medicine, though. I understand what you're saying about medicine, but
Stuff that my body hasn't produced naturally and clearly doesn't need because I'm doing great. Do you know what I mean?
sure.
That might change. I'm open to it. Having more than 1,000 dogs participate in the STAY study is unprecedented. Loyal CEO Celine Halua emphasized the importance of such a large and diverse study group. She said, for this study to definitively demonstrate that the LOI2 extends healthy lifespan, we need sufficient diversity.
Yeah.
Breed, age, current health, behavior, geography, socioeconomics. We need all of that among the study population.
So all the variation is being accounted for
Right,
by this study.
right.
And the one constant is they're getting LOI too.
Exactly. As of this recording, the STAY study is still actively recruiting senior dogs. So if you're interested in having your dog participate, you can visit loyal.com for more information. I'm not plugging it. I'm not suggesting anybody do it. I'm just mentioning it. Participating dogs will receive free veterinary checkups and associated lab tests at no cost. To qualify, dogs must be 10 years or older, weigh more than 14 pounds, and their owners must commit to a multi-year study while living near a participating study site. Loyal.com also features a map showing the locations of participating vet clinics, which are spread across the country. While it will take at least 4 years for the study to produce results, Loyal hopes that LOI2 tablets could receive conditional FDA approval as early as 2025, which is this year,
Wow.
even before clinical results confirm its effectiveness. effectiveness. The exact price of the treatment remains unclear, but the company is committed to making it affordable.
And for people listening, that doesn't mean that it's not effective if the FDA hasn't approved it yet. I'm sorry, if the clinical studies are not done yet. It just means that all data is pointing to the fact that, yeah, it's working.
It's trending in the right direction.
We're going to approve it, yeah.
Yeah. Loyal projects a cost in the mid double digits per month for pet owners. And the CEO reassured potential users by stating it's going to be cash pay accessible. It's being designed for the majority of Americans to be able to afford it. And it's not going to need insurance or anything like that.
You said double digits? High?
Mid double digits.
Does that mean like $50?
Yeah, that's my interpretation.
And it's going to be a medicine that you have to get from a vet, not like at a pet store.
Right.
Or online.
No, it sounds to me like a vet.
Yeah, okay.
And the potential impact goes beyond pets. With advancements like these, scientists are optimistic that in our lifetime, we might see treatments or even a pill that could help humans live longer, healthier lives.
Yes.
So what started as a mission to give our furry companions more time with us could evolve into a groundbreaking movement in medical science. Loyal's work is more than just innovation. It's a testament to the power of curiosity, compassion, and the bond that we share with other beings. As research continues, the dream of longer, healthier lives for both pets and humans feels closer than ever. Thanks to the vision of companies like Loyal, we're reminded that science isn't just about discovery, it's about making life better for all who share it.
It really is. It's amazing what they're doing
Oh, yeah.
right now. It's just like, I don't know what the law is. I know in finance, I think it's called like Moore's Law or something. No, Moore's Law is in technology. Moore's Law means that computing power doubles every 2 years
Okay.
because the new computer is being built on the new computer, which is built on the better tools you have, the better you can build. So with science, science, I think, is a lot of process of elimination. Mm-hmm. So the more they do, the more they find out, they get closer to the answer. They hone in on like, all right, all of this was useless in this application. So I feel like some major breakthroughs are happening. I've told you, Ray Kurzweil believes that if you survive till 2030, you'll live forever.
That's wild.
And almost, from what I know, every prediction he's made has come true.
But is it pizza crust living?
I don't think so.
Is it where you are at that point?
Possibly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. It's like, again, that whole quantity, quality, discussion.
I think it's like the integration of technology with the human body, kind of like a split cyborg type of thing, but not like
A Cybrook? I'm in. Sign me up.
We said that about your outfit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, that sounds familiar.
Cybrook was my show outfit.
Yes. It's going to be your show outfit every show.
It is.
Yeah, the singularity, where like you can inject something into somebody, a nanorobot, and it'll go in and just eat up all the cancer.
My goodness.
Or you shoot stem cells or exosomes. Jessica's doing this thing with exosomes. Did she tell you about that?
No.
She did it on one person, like my friend's fiance, and his hair like literally stopped falling out the day he did it. She came back 6 months later, and not only was it not falling out anymore, it was growing back.
Really?
Exosomes.
What is it, though?
It originates in the placenta. It's like stem cells, but like more hardcore.
Okay. And what does she inject it? Like, what is she? How's the procedure?
It must be some kind of, maybe she microneedles it in to the skin to get it under the skin, but not like, she doesn't inject it into the skull.
Right.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, but it works for skin also. Like, just regenerates new
Yeah.
skin. Like in our 5th episode, the placenta plastic surgery lady, Marcella.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Placenta's a miracle.
It is.
I know.
Are you ready for our final TGN story for the day?
I am, but before we go into it, I want to tell you that I've had a mental development that I want to share with you
Okay.
on my outfit.
God.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm more with you than not with you, okay?
Okay.
With this outfit I have on, I feel like it's different, and if it's not, I do not care.
Can I tell you 2 things?
Yes.
1, you make it different because you're so fly. Number 2, hell yeah, that's how I live my life. I'm
Yeah.
42 years old in crop tops and big fly girl sweatpants all the time, platform shoes. I do me, you do you.
I'm going to start making comments about how you look then.
Okay. Looking forward to it because you've never done that before, Edward Scissorhands. You look like you're wearing orthopedic shoes when they're platforms.
I said
yes, you
orthopedic
did.
shoes?
Don't act like you don't dish it out, my friend. This
Oh.
is a two-way street.
You're very right.
All right. And I'm just having fun with you because the truth of the matter is, I own those sweatpants, something very similar. I almost wore them today.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't wear it with a matching sweatshirt, but that's just me. I'd wear it with a crop top and somebody would have something to say about that. So,
I'm going to get you a child-sized version of this outfit,
okay.
matching,
Oh, that's so cute.
and see how you feel in it.
Oh, I'm
It
going to
is-
feel amazing because I'm going to feel like I'm in pajamas in a nursing home.
Yes.
So bring it.
Yeah. When you say geriatric,
Oh, again with that pronunciation. Yeah.
I mean, you know people say things different, right?
Yeah. When they say it wrong, sure.
Geriatric?
Yes.
Yeah, geriatric.
Okay.
Hey, what's the tiebreaker? Where are you at?
I say geriatric.
Geriatric.
What is wrong? Where were you raised?
Yeah, it's always us.
Yeah,
Never you.
obviously.
Yeah, no, it couldn't be you saying it wrong. Not a possibility.
My mother has her master's degree in gerontology, and I
Oh,
helped,
the mother
and
with the
I-
college degree.
and I helped her
again?
type up her master's thesis. And
Gerontology.
when we read it, it was geriatric, and we're right and you're wrong.
Gerontology is correct.
Right, but then
but
it's
your
geriatric.
mom with the words and the pronunciations and the English
You
degrees.
better be nice. She's a big fan and listens every week.
Well, I would say it to her face as I did when I sent a video saying that you're still wrong. I love you. You're amazing. I've loved her forever since I met her. Even before, maybe. I don't know. But it's like, it's not fever. It's a fever.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, you're geriatric, so
And, well, here's the other
say
thing.
things differently. Yeah.
I would never correct you saying geriatric. I don't care.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having fun. I'm like teasing today.
Are you having fun? Is this fun for you?
Was. Just took a turn. I'm sorry if it's upsetting you on any
Do
level.
not. No. I mean, you're having fun. I'm not allowed to have fun. I'm having fun with you.
Okay, good. This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm having a great
fucking
time.
love it.
Dogs are gonna die. And I'm gonna dress like I'm 90.
Oh yeah. Like if I was in a matching Adidas tracksuit.
That's the vibe I get. That's it. But here's the thing. Again, I'm sorry. We're gonna leave this conversation after this statement.
Of course.
You make it look super fly, and if you like it, I love it now.
Good. You're gonna love yours.
I know. I can't wait. I'm gonna be such a convert,
Yeah.
right? What do I wear it with? Can I wear it with my platforms?
Wear it with whatever you want.
Chains somewhere?
The vibe might be off, but you can try it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of change you're talking about.
All right, you'll see.
Okay.
All right, I want to take us into our final story.
Yes.
All right, which takes us into the heart of WWE superstar John Cena's incredible journey of compassion, sparked by an unexpected encounter with a young fan over 2 decades ago.
Why didn't you say John Cena like they say John Cena?
You say it.
John Cena!
You can't see me. Is that good? I don't know.
Wait.
We listen to that song
Oh my God.
all the time in my house. I have 2 little boys, for those who don't know. And we listen to that often, right before one of them ends up punching the other one in the throat,
Yes.
as it usually winds up happening.
Okay, listen to this. We'll just play it for 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Ratata! It's amazing. Does he say it's John Cena in this one?
You can't see me. Listen, give it 2 seconds.
Well, that's not what I was thinking of.
Oh, really?
I wanted to hear him say, it's John Cena.
Oh, well, that I listen to often, so that felt nice to hear.
The fact that John Cena, I'm not disparaging him, but he made a song called, what? Spit it out. Spit it out.
I was going to choke if I didn't do that. I'm really sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite things to do to people. It's like a gold medal. You don't even understand
Oh, my God.
how happy I am
I'm
right
so
now.
embarrassed.
Ask Dave how much I love
Oh my God.
making
I gotta
people
get that cleaned up.
spit out their drink. It's unbelievable. What a feeling.
That was so funny.
Great episode.
Pick it up from Thong.
The thong. You'll understand why in about 2 minutes
Oh my God, I'm gonna pee.
when I read you or when I tell you what I was about to say. So the fact that John Cena came out with a song called Basic Thugonomics and nobody said a thing is wild.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got like
Was it like was he like spitting rhymes? Like, was it gritty?
yeah, he's like, he fancies himself like a kind of like a hardcore
Jack of
rapper.
all trades.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Is he good?
You can't see me. That's like it's an old ad lib,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's not. Yeah, exactly, because he is a
he
hero.
did a pretty remarkable thing here.
Does.
He does. Exactly
Does.
right. Exactly
He's a
right.
miracle human being.
He is.
And an angel.
Yes. So that single moment, right, when he met this young fan over 2 decades ago, set in motion a record-breaking legacy for him and for everyone of hope, resilience, and the transformative power of showing up when it matters most. What began as a heartfelt gesture evolved into a life-changing commitment, touching countless lives and redefining what it means to be a hero.
He really did and does.
The story of Make-A-Wish Foundation begins in 1980 with Christopher Gracious, a spirited 7-year-old boy in Phoenix battling leukemia. Christopher had one dream: to become a police officer. Determined to make his wish come true, his community rallied together, donning him a police uniform, giving him a badge, and even taking him on a ride in a police copter. That was for you.
Copter?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a helicopter, a copter.
Are you referring to when I say colopter?
Shoot!
'Cause
Messed that up real good. Yeah, I meant that.
They're both great words.
Yeah, but yours is better. What no one realized at the time was that the single act of kindness would ignite a global movement. Christopher's dream became the seed that grew into the Make-A-Wish Foundation that we all know and love today, which now grants wishes to children fighting critical illnesses, offering them a moment of joy and hope during unimaginably difficult times.
A lot of very small seeds blossoming into massive movements.
Yeah, that's how it
episode.
starts. In 1983, just 3 years after Christopher's wish, the foundation granted its first official wish to Frank Salazar, another brave 7-year-old boy battling leukemia. With the help of the Phoenix Fire Department, Frank experienced life as a firefighter and later visited Disneyland, creating cherished memories that would last forever. From these humble beginnings, the foundation flourished, fueled by the understanding that granting a wish could profoundly impact not just the child, but their entire family. John Cena's journey with Make-A-Wish began in the most unassuming way. It was 2002, and John, alongside a group of WWE wrestlers, visited a hospital to meet with sick children. At the time, he didn't even know what Make-A-Wish was. The wrestlers were ushered into a room to take photos with a young patient, and as John was heading out, someone thanked him on behalf of Make-A-Wish. Intrigued, he asked what they meant. When the program was explained to him that it helped grant life-changing wishes to children battling critical illnesses, John didn't hesitate for a second. With an unwavering sincerity, he said, "If you ever need me for this, I don't care what I'm doing. I will drop what I'm doing and be involved because I think this is the coolest thing."
Oh, yeah.
And true to his word, John didn't just get involved. He became a cornerstone of the organization, the most requested celebrity by Make-A-Wish kids. His presence became more than just a meet and greet. He created absolute magic for these kids, whether it was posing for photos, spending quality time with them, or even letting them step into the ring alongside their hero. John went above and beyond to make their day absolutely unforgettable. By 2015, John Cena reached an unprecedented milestone. He granted his 500th wish, a record-breaking achievement that no other celebrity hitherto
Nice.
had even come close to.
Not even close.
Reflecting on the journey in a WWE video, he humbly shared, "I can't say enough how cool it is to see the kids so happy and their family so happy. I truly want to show them that it's their day."
So Make-A-Wish Foundation, not only do they do excellent things for children who need it, their execution is flawless.
Yeah.
Like they are such a well-oiled machine, and they have so many different forms of it and different events and fundraisers that they are legitimate experts at extracting money from people.
Good, because
Yes.
they use that for the best, thing possible.
You have like we Jessica and I went to a Make-A-Wish gala years ago, and when you walk in, they go, "Do you want to just give us like a credit card or something so that we can have it on file? You can donate easily." I was like, "Oh, I thought this was just going to be a nice dinner." But yes, of course.
Of
Let me
course,
say.
right.
So the dinner goes on. We're talking. I actually wound up sitting with the guys who started the Polar Bear Plunge in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah?
And then I did that later on. But they did this thing. Oh my God. They had video after video after video of kids who had a Make-A-Wish granted to them and what their experience was with it. Mm-hmm. Some of the kids were in the hospital. Some of the kids were at home, whatever. And every single one of them said that the best part of their day was seeing their parents not worry. Oh my God.
I mean,
It's a heavy duty episode.
oh my God, please not again.
So then the video wraps up. These kids come walking out. They all survived their illness.
Oh my God.
And they asked for donations, and they had like, if you gave how much of a wish would this grant somebody? So if you gave X amount, you'd
Yeah.
be responsible for half a wish or whatever. I donated so much money
Take my credit card.
that I didn't feel, it was like, you ever have buyer's remorse?
Yeah, sure.
There's no such thing as giver's
No.
remorse. I didn't even think twice about it. I didn't feel bad at all. I didn't feel like I put myself in a bad position. I was like, I will be able to recover from this.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like Tiger King. I'm never going to recover from this financially.
Right.
I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Oh God, that's awesome.
Oh my God.
I love
yeah.
that there's no such thing as giver's remorse. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So at the time, the second most wishes granted by a single celebrity was barely over 200. Okay, now I'm talking about him reaching his 500th.
Yep.
Which really just shows you how extraordinary John's commitment was.
Well, he also travels a lot.
Yes, he does.
Which puts him in a position to be able to do it, which is, I'm sure, but there are plenty of people who travel and don't do any.
Well, and he travels for that purpose as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just convenient. You know what I mean? Like he goes out of his way.
Well, I mean, he's on the road.
And
touring
he's
with
on the road,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, but I can't picture him saying no if it required travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For the kids he meets, John isn't just a wrestler or a celebrity. He's a jacked embodiment of hope, joy, and connection, and turns their wishes into moments of absolute magic.
Mm-hmm.
And John just doesn't stop there. And he didn't stop there after his 500th wish. By 2018, he granted over 575 wishes. And for John, these experiences are not just about giving joy, but also about gaining perspective. He's often shared how meeting these courageous kids has deeply impacted him and how small inconveniences like feeling under the weather just doesn't compare to the battles that these kids face every single day.
Yeah.
For John, any discomfort or personal challenge pales in comparison to the strength and the bravery that he witnesses in these children, which is what continues to inspire him to show up for them no matter the circumstances.
This is a great example of selfishness looking like selflessness where there are no losers. It is a win-win situation.
Selfishness, why? Because you're getting something out of it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's never going to change. People are like, you can't be selfish in a good way. I wholeheartedly disagree. I completely disagree. Because he wouldn't do it if he wasn't getting something out of it.
Yeah, he talks to that point all the time.
He gets so much out of it that it's almost like he's probably like, hey, you got any, Make-A-Wish kids? Like, I'm feeling a little down. I want to go.
What do you think TGN is, selfishly, if we're going to use that word, right? Like,
Yeah, it makes
I
you feel great.
fantastic delivering good news, thinking that I'm making people happy on the other side of this microphone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the word selfishness is always associated with negativity and gimme, gimme, gimme. It's not. It's not. It doesn't have to be. It can be a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But when it looks like selflessness, that's how you know you're doing selfishness right.
Another sick takeaway. Good God. Anyway, When the world shut down in 2020 due to COVID-19, John didn't let the pandemic stop him from showing up for these children.
Jeez.
Taking every precaution, he continued his visits, wearing a mask and gloves, ensuring that he could still bring joy and hope to the children while prioritizing their safety and well-being. His commitment to making their day special never wavered, even in the face of challenges that might have deterred others. One particularly heartwarming moment came when John showed up at the home of 7-year-old David Castle, who had recently found out that he had a tumor. John arrived dressed in his signature WWE gear, which is a t-shirt, jean shorts, wristbands, and a hat.
Yep.
He also brought a bundle of gifts, including replica championship belts and other surprises. Overcome with excitement, David immediately hugged his hero and created a moment that neither of them would ever forget.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the videos?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Talk about crying,
Get
ugly
ready.
crying,
Yeah.
right. In early 2022, John made headlines again when he surprised Misha Rohozin, a teenage superfan with Down syndrome who fled Ukraine amidst the Russian invasion.
Oh.
To comfort Misha during his harrowing journey, his mother, Liana, told him that they were traveling to meet John Cena,
Oh, my
a
God.
fictional tale that, against all odds, came true.
Wow.
At the time, John Cena was in Europe when he learned about Misha's story. He immediately arranged to meet the family near Amsterdam. John spent the day with Misha, building blocks, sharing cake, and decking him out in You Can't See Me gear. To top it off, he gifted Misha his very own replica WWE Championship belt. But isn't that incredible that his mother told him just to keep his strength up, we're going to see John Cena, we're going...
Yeah.
And then John Cena heard that and made it happen.
Crazy.
Reflecting on the experience, John said, Misha's ability to embrace persistence is extraordinary. Those words, never give up, are very powerful, and Misha is a great example. Misha's mom, they're just two great examples of how persistence can lead to joy even during the toughest of times. Just a few months later, John reached another incredible milestone when he granted his 650th wish. Guinness World Records acknowledged his efforts and described him as Herculean. John's response was humble and heartfelt. He said, the reason I love Make-A-Wish so much is because those are the family's wishes. You can do anything you want, and Make-A-Wish's list is enormous. They literally will do anything you want.
Yeah.
I want to kick it with John Cena and go see him wrestle. That is the coolest thing I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And that's the story.
Amazing. Amazing job on the episode,
Thanks.
by the way.
Thank
this
you.
was a doozy.
I can't even... I'm drained right now.
Yeah.
In a great way. I had every single emotion to the 100th degree.
I feel like John Cena, there's this image that goes around of Steve Irwin, Mr. Rogers, and Bob Ross as like the Mount Rushmore of kindness. Like John Cena belongs on that.
He does.
There's nobody that's done anything even close on a. So people have done probably bigger things. I don't know, maybe donated more money or had a bigger impact on people. But the depth of his impact on these kids and their families cannot be, even measured.
Yeah, agree.
And he's doing it all over the place. I wish, obviously, more people were like him. Would be a much better world.
Agreed.
Where you get, I don't know if people don't get the charge. Maybe they don't get the charge.
They also may not get the request. He is the most requested celebrity.
No, I know, but I'm saying like maybe like when I did stand up and the crowd laughed, I felt nothing.
Really?
Yeah, like it didn't mean anything to me.
Why?
I don't know. Just didn't do anything for me.
Why'd you do stand up if not to get that,
Well,
the feeling that you would get?
what I do get is when I make a video, post it, and it does 40 million views. That I feel.
So it's reach.
I don't know what it is. It's just I'm wired a little bit differently. Like the stand-up comedians, when they all go out there and get laughs, that's like, oh my God, this is the best moment of my life every single time. I just didn't feel it. It was strangers. They were canned
Yeah.
I just didn't. It wasn't my type of energy. I'm making strangers laugh on the internet, but I'm also like it's fresh in my mind and it comes right out. So immediate expression, I guess, is important to me. But maybe there are people out there who, when they do something nice, they don't get that rush
Right.
or charge,
Right.
which I never thought about.
Yeah, people are wired differently.
Yeah.
That's what makes some people stand out so much when they have it and then they do something about it.
John Cena's built different.
In every way.
He's him.
He's him. He's huge.
He's built different. Oh my God, what a great episode. I don't, we're not done. We can't be done.
We can't be. Well, we can't be done because you still haven't delivered your Tank's tidbit. Even though you have. Talking about planting seeds in this episode, how that's a common theme. You've been planting them left, right, and center.
Sowing my seeds, Johnny Appleseed. I had a thought the other day that anxiety is like the alarm clock when you're still asleep and you're like incorporating it into your dream, maybe dancing to it or whatever. It becomes such a part of you that you don't even know that it's not necessary until it's gone. So like waking up from being anxious is the equivalent of waking up and like hearing your alarm clock, but it was incorporated into your dream.
Right.
And I hope that for everybody. Like the anxiety that you feel, it's not real. It's not real. It's a reaction to something. And I'm not saying your feelings are not real per se, but I believe all feelings are a mirage as they come and go, right? Nothing's permanent. The problem with anxiety, depression, sadness, loneliness, grief is it feels permanent in the moment. But there was this video I saw the other day that I have been thinking about nonstop about how there's no such thing as an outward emotion. So if somebody cuts you off on the road and you get angry, there's no bridge from your feeling to their emotional center communicating that you're angry. You're just stuck with the anger. So it's really, it's turning back in on you. Everything, by the way, joy, happiness, anger, frustration, stress, whatever. So when I heard that, I just couldn't stop thinking about, like, there's this St. Francis prayer where it says, it's better to understand than to be understood. It's better to love than to be loved, so on and so forth. And I've always liked that because I instinctively felt like there's nobody else can feel my emotions. It's just me. So why am I getting so upset? Who am I proving something to? Who am I punishing here? Myself.
Yeah.
So I think once you really come to terms with the fact that there's no such thing as an outward emotion, it's all directed at you. For me, it made me really want to like
Control that.
And like check it and say, hey, that person, like somebody walked out of the gym today in front of me and didn't hold the door. I'm convinced at this point 100% because of what I know about people. She didn't know I was there.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to slam the door in my face. And you could make an argument, well, she didn't know you were there because she's not paying attention. Yeah, and so what? Maybe she's got a life-altering decision to make right now. Or maybe she's just that type of person.
Oblivious.
How could I be mad at somebody who's oblivious? I'm not oblivious. I'm mad. I'm happy I'm not oblivious. But if she is, why does that have to make me mad at her where the door closes on me and then I spend an hour mad? She's off doing whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
It's just so...
It's tough, though, because if you don't experience those emotions, then you don't react, right? Like outwardly.
Yeah.
And you need that a little bit, I think, to make change and reform and things like that.
Yes, I'm not saying not to feel emotions, which is an impossibility anyway. I'm saying when you feel an emotion stirring up, realize that it's you who's feeling it and nobody else.
Right. Okay.
Because people feel like justified anger, right? Sounds very attractive to feel justified anger because you'd be angry too if this happened. Yes, I would, but maybe not for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're literally killing yourself emotionally by keeping this thing at the forefront of your mind and not letting anything else break through and not letting go of that. So listen, I know people have experiences where they feel justified in it. I'm not saying you're not justified or you are. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying for me, when I realized that every emotion that I feel is directed at me, I mean, it made a big change.
Yeah.
Big change.
I like that.
So
Thank you for that tidbit.
thank you for listening to my tidbit.
I loved it. I am truly a bigger person. Hold your comment. Hold your comment. After listening to your words of wisdom. Always. I don't think anything, anybody, any course, any quote, any wisdom seeking I've ever done in my life has come close to the clarity you bring to me.
Damn, now you got me feeling like John Cena.
Well, you should. I can see you.
Thank God. I am real.
Yes.
Well, here we are at the end of the episode,
I'm so sad about that.
fortunately.
I'm so sad. But this one was, I mean, I felt things.
But they're all going to be like that.
I know.
They're all going to be like that on some level. That's the best thing about this podcast is that whether you like it or not, you're gonna feel something, and it's gonna have a positive effect on you. It's not possible to leave this podcast feeling worse than when you started.
Yeah. Well, then we've done our job, Tank.
That's it. That's all we want to do. You did your job. You did your homework. Jay-Z, Blackout.
Got it.
Whatever, Fade to Black. And thank you for doing so. So,
Truly a pleasure.
like I said, here we are at the end of the episode, but we will be back, and we hope you'll be there for that.
Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.